Welcome back everyone. So I'm back off my holidays and ready to get this ecoboost engine built. So before I went away I did say that it had all been redone. As you can see, all the liners have all been done. They're all nice and clean. Pistons haven't been changed, just the rings have been changed. Now if I just give this a spin round, and you can see for yourself underneath. So literally everything in here is brand new. Crank's new, the mains, big ends, rings. I've already put the rear main seal on already. I just wanted to put that on out of the way, so that's done. Yeah, it's like literally it's all ready. The crank is brand new. I've got the old cranks all in there, but I will show at the end that everything has been changed on this car, literally everything. So it's virtually brand new. The bottom end's all brand new. The head's down there, the head is all literally done as well. Put that back in before I forget. So all I'm going to literally do is now, I'm just going to make sure all these are nice and clean, which I think they are anyway, but I'm going to check them before I put the head on. I'm going to clean all the top off, make sure it's nice and clean. I've got new head gasket, new bolts. I'm going to put the head on, I'm going to torque it all down. I'm just going to move these down slightly. The pistons are going to put them all in all level. I've got to take the cams out anyway. The cams are only in loose. They're all in loose. These have got to come out anyway because there's certain bolts like that one there and that one there you can't really get down to. Others are okay, but the cams are going to come out. I'm going to put the head gasket on, put the new head bolts in, get it all torqued up, and then I'm going to drop the cams and everything all back in, set all the timing up properly and everything on it then. And yeah, once I'm a little bit further along, I'll come back to you shortly. I'll see you all in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So the head's now on. It's all on, all torqued down. Cams are down there. I'm going to be putting the cams in next. I'm going to get the cams in. I'm going to give this like a good clean off up here. Put some assembly lube on. Put it on. Then I'm going to set the timing up correctly. This is all the torque settings. So you've got 10 Newton meters, 40 Newton meters, then slacken the bolts by 45 degrees, then you go for another 30 Newton meters, and then 2 lots of 90 degrees. Yeah, madness. But yeah, anyway, I've got a lot of stuff to clean. I've got obviously these some of these, there's a bearing cap each in here. These are the oil feed pipe, the oil filter housing, but it's the oil cooler because water runs through this. I've got to give that a good clean and make sure nothing comes out of it, because if there's bits of metal comes out of it and it's no good, I'm going to change it. The bottom plates from the bottom of the sump, the baffle plate, I have actually cleaned out my parts washer this morning. It's a hot wash, and if you can see, it's at 41 degrees. I've just got to connect the air line up to it. And if I just bring you around here, I'm just going to show you everything that's all got to be cleaned. So this is all scrap stuff. This is obviously the vacuum pump, com rods, the cam belt kit, head gaskets, rear main seal, flywheel and clutch are there, but that's being binned because they're no good. I've got the brand new oil valve at the back of the engine, new oil pump. And these are all the old head bolts, obviously. Some of the old bolts in here. All this is all got to be clean. If you can, I'm not sure how good this is going to pick up, but you can actually see all the oil and filings in here. This is how bad this engine was knocking. But yeah, give all this lot a clean, and then I've got some of the stuff what's left in the car. There's not a lot really. My aim is to get the cams on, take the crank pulley back off. Because obviously it's Sunday today and we're off work tomorrow because it's bank holiday. My aim is to get the cams in. This is the bolt. I have had a couple of messages off people and asking me, do I clean this out? Yes I do. It's the oil return feed. Basically, when your oil, the pipe that comes off the turbo comes down and runs into that, which is the pipe I just showed you over there just. this will come back off. I should take all this out. I'm guessing it's already been done by the people who did all the block, but I should be doing it anyway. I should put the oil pump belt on. I'm not bothered about the oil pump at the minute. I ain't fussed about any of that. I just want to get the belt on, get all the timing marks on correct, get the belt on, and then once all that lot's on, then I'll put the chest plate on, torque it up, put the multiplier on, torque it all up and everything, and then it's just a matter of bolting up the odds and sods to the front, and then obviously it then has to come off the engine stand, because I've still got all these ward raisings to put on. It then has to come off the engine stand for the flywheel to go on, and then the clutch to go on, which I've got brand new clutch, an LUK clutch kit, 3-piece clutch kit to go on it. Bear in mind this was only changed 2 years ago, he reckons, when I brought it off him. But yeah, but this has got to be done right, because the car's being sold, obviously. I'm going to be selling the car once it's done. So yeah, and there you go. So head's all on, torque down, sorted. Just going to give this lot a good clean now and get the cams put in, get the timing belt on, and then I'll bring you back as soon as I'm a little bit further along. I'll see you all in a bit. Ta-ra. Welcome back, everyone. So cams are all in, the 2 locking tools are on here. One says exhaust, one says inlet, so that's your inlet, because your inlet manifold goes on here. Your exhaust is where, obviously, where the fumes are coming out. I can't actually lock it all up. Well, I can, but I can't put the one in because I need to get the flywheel on for the flywheel locking tool to go in to lock the crank in place. If I just quickly show you, I'll just rotate this round, and then you will see this is the 1 pin what goes through here, and you can clearly see how it butts up against the crank there. So, but that's not good enough to stop you from tightening it up in it, because this is a free floating crank. There's nothing that locks this up, you see. The only thing that locks this is when you put the torque multiplier on, and when the flywheel is on, you'll put that tool in there what you've seen me put in before, and it locks the flywheel, because the flywheel's attached to the crank, which is the other side of this here. That's why it keeps all that steady. That there is just a reference point, basically, so you know it's got a nice, I mean, I can still literally turn this. I can't turn it much because I've got the top pinned up now, but you can see the flat bit there on the crank. That just literally goes up and butts up against that, and that is literally it. Yeah, so it's going to be literally, there's nothing stopping me from putting the belt and everything on and everything else, but I just can't literally torque up the crank bolt properly until I've got the engine back off the stand. So I think I'm going to end up having to put the oil pump on, baffle plate, put all the belts on, put everything on, build up what I can, then take it off the stand and just put it on the floor, and then just do it that way, I hope. If not, I will drop it just back in the car and put it all in the car, bolt it all up, and then I'll torque it up that way. But yeah, you can see all the new head gasket and everything that's on. There's still all this lot to put on yet, which I have cleaned them all. I've had them all cleaned, baffle plate have all cleaned off and everything else. So yeah, but there's still loads to go through all down there and everything else, and big massive pile of it down there. The sump's all got to be clean, spotless. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit going through, but you know, there's not much I can do about it. It's got to be done right, and I'm just taking my time with it. I'm not rushing it. I'm just going to take my time with it. So yeah, I'll get straight back to you once I'm a little bit further along. See you all in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. Just a quick one. This is when people, I have had a couple of people who have asked me the question, and it's that one I keep telling you about with this Allen key head. That there is the return back for the oil. So I've not cleaned this. It's absolutely spotless, so I'm guessing the place what did the engine rebuild for me have already done it and taken it out and done it. But that just literally goes back into there, and then this literally just screws into there, tighten it up. You ain't got to go mad with it, just tighten it up nice, just a couple of turns and just go in with it, and that is literally it. Obviously I'll use a socket when I put it back in, a little ratchet bit, but most of it can go in with your hand anyway, and you'll feel it bite, it'll just stop. There you go, stop there. So just literally, that's it, and that's it. So like I said, I'm going to get cracked on with doing the belt. I'm going to put the oil, the pulleys on here now, the gears, put the oil pump belt on. This is already nice and clean. They've obviously already done it, so saves me the hassle of having to clean it all down. So yeah, I'm going to put the cam belt on, so at least that's on. There's nothing stopping me from putting the chest plate on. I can. I've not cleaned the chest plate, so that'll probably be a job for tomorrow. What else was I going to say? Just trying to think of anything else. Can't think of anything else, no. So it's just mainly building the little bits and bobs up. I might even put the turbo on here as well in situ, because it'll make life easier as well. But there is a lot of cleaning to be done. But yeah, I just thought I'd just chuck that in there and just quickly show you, because I have had somebody message me, I think it was on YouTube, when I put it on YouTube, and someone that says, do you clean that out? This is anything on here, what you can undo and you can take out, and it contains a filter, take it out and clean it, because if you don't, you're going to cause yourself a whole heap of trouble. You should always do it. The 1.2 PureTech engines have got some of them as well, the little filter things on the top. They're exactly the same, but rubber gets into them, you see, and it destroys them. But well, talking of that, I don't know if I've already mentioned it to you, with the, because these are the two gears I've got to go and put on now, so I shall go and wash them off. This is the oil pump. This is absolutely shot. You can hear it crunching inside, but that, I can't even turn that with my hand, it's that tight. But I've got brand new ones to go on, you see, and like I said, you can see all the iron filings in there, so this has got to be cleaned good and proper and thorough. I don't know how the hell this broke, but yeah, I've got a brand new one. I've got a genuine Ford one to put in. But yeah, I'm going to get cracked on. I'll get this belt on. I might even put this on tonight, the oil cooler and everything. I might put all that on out of the way, and then I think I'm going to call it a night for tonight, and then I can get cracked on with doing a bit more of it tomorrow. So yeah, I'll probably bring you back once the belt's on, and then that'll probably be the last one for this. So yeah, I'll see you all shortly. Welcome back everyone. So there you have it, belt's on, oil pump belt is also on as well. No oil pump on yet, obviously. I'll put this on. I can't, racking my brains, I just can't, I haven't got nothing long enough to go in there, and I've realised I stripped this up at work. I don't know why. I probably have got something in my garage, but it's a tip. Well, not a tip, it's just too much stuff in there, basically. So yeah, it's a fucking shit tip. Yeah, so I shall have a look for all this tomorrow anyway. If not, I know I've got one up the garage. I've got some big sets in my toolbox up at work. But yeah, this is all on, nice and tight. I've not even taken the pin out yet, so there you go. Look, this is all you literally have to do. There you go, tensioned, done. Nice and tight. So there's nothing stopping me now from putting this chest plate on tomorrow. Put all that on. I can put the crank pulley on, that isn't an issue. But obviously, yeah, I can put it on, but I can't torque it up. I can nip it, but I can't go no further than that, because I've got to have the one in there. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day with this. I'm going to upload this as, is it a part 1, part 2 is it, or a part 3? I can't remember. Just saves doing it all in one long video, and then once I get a bit closer, then I'll start making a longer video, because I haven't really had much time today. I've been faffing around doing other stuff. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow when I carry on rebuilding this 1 litre EcoBoost. See you all later. Ta-ra.